We all tend to accumulate things over time, often without realizing just how much they weigh us down, physically and emotionally. We get attached to items we think we need, only to find that they clutter our space and, more importantly, our minds. There are 7 household items in particular that many of us hold on to, but they could be preventing us from truly enjoying a simpler, more joyful life. These items often hide away in drawers, cabinets, or the back of closets, quietly taking up space and energy. In today's video, I'll walk you through these 7 things, explain why they might be holding you back, and share how letting go of them can lead to a cleaner, calmer, and more peaceful home. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how decluttering can boost not only your living space, but also your overall happiness and well-being. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more tips on creating a peaceful and organized life. I'd also love to hear your thoughts. What's one thing you've been holding on to that you feel ready to let go of? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. Let's make decluttering a journey we take together. Imagine waking up tomorrow and the weight of unnecessary clutter is just gone. Your home feels lighter, your mind clearer, and your stress levels lower. This isn't a dream. This is the result of purposeful decluttering. As we approach the later stages of our lives, we start to realize that the more we hold on to, the more it controls us. But it's not just about getting rid of things for the sake of tidiness. It's about creating space. Space for peace. Space for memories that matter, and space for new experiences. The first thing we need to talk about are those old magazines. You know the ones, piled up on tables, stuffed into corners, or stashed under the coffee table. Most of us keep magazines for the same reason we keep old books we never read, just in case. What if there's an article we want to revisit? What if someone might want to look at that issue from 2012? We tell ourselves they're important because of the knowledge or memories they might contain. But in reality, those magazines are simply gathering dust. It's rare that we actually go back to them. And when we do, they're often outdated or irrelevant. What's worse, they take up physical space. Space that could be used for something more meaningful. Removing these stacks won't just clear up your living room, but it will help you shift your mindset. You'll feel lighter. You'll notice your stress levels lowering just by making that first decision to let go. Now let's talk about the second item, that old furniture. Specifically the chairs, sofas, or tables you've been hanging on to because they're good enough. Maybe they were once your favorite piece of furniture, or maybe they've been in the family for years. But over time, furniture tends to become worn down, uncomfortable, or even just irrelevant to your current needs. It's easy to hold on to these pieces out of sentimentality or the fear of having to spend money to replace them. But when you look around your living space, how much of that old furniture truly adds value to your life? Does it provide comfort, or does it just take up space? By letting go of the furniture that no longer serves you, you open up room for more comfort, more style, and a sense of pride in your living environment. Plus, you might find that with fewer but more intentional pieces, your space becomes much more functional and pleasant. We often overlook another item that quietly accumulates in every home: the old electronics. From outdated phones and dusty gaming consoles to ancient computers and forgotten chargers. We have a habit of hanging on to electronics for too long. We think, I might need that someday, or it still works, sort of. But here's the reality. Those old gadgets are just taking up precious space. They're rarely used, often broken, and sometimes they're even hazardous to keep around if they're too old. These electronics not only contribute to clutter, but they also add a level of distraction to our lives. They serve as reminders of a past we're no longer living. It's time to let go of the outdated tech. Consider donating what can be repurposed, recycling what can't, and getting rid of the rest. By doing so, you're freeing up room for the tech that truly serves your current life, and you're also helping the environment by reducing e-waste. Let's move on to something that's a bit more personal. Old clothing. We've all been guilty of holding on to clothes that no longer fit, are out of style, or are simply taking up space in our closets. We tell ourselves, I might lose weight and wear that again, or I spent a lot of money on this so I should keep it. But those clothes are often just reminders of a past version of ourselves, a past that no longer exists. When we hold on to them, we're holding on to outdated versions of who we were, and we're preventing ourselves from embracing who we are now. Decluttering our wardrobes isn't just about tidying up. It's about acknowledging our growth and allowing space for the person we are today. So go through your clothes, and if it doesn't fit, if you haven't worn it in over a year, or if it doesn't reflect your current style, it's time to say goodbye. Letting go of this clothing will create room for a more thoughtful, intentional wardrobe that better suits your current needs and desires. Now let's talk about another item that most of us don't think to declutter. Old paperwork. Bills from years ago, receipts, tax documents, contracts, and even those pamphlets from that conference you attended 3 years ago. They all pile up. Most of us hold on to paperwork out of habit or because we think we might need it someday. But when you look through all this old paper, how much of it is actually useful to you now? How much of it is relevant to your life today? Paper clutter can create mental clutter too. It reminds us of tasks left undone, decisions we need to make, or obligations we've neglected. It's time to clear that paper trail. Sort through your documents, shred what you don't need, and store only what's essential. This simple step can make a huge difference in how organized and peaceful your home feels. You'll free up mental space as well, knowing that the paper clutter isn't hanging over your head anymore. As we get older, we accumulate sentimental items, gifts, mementos, photographs, and other keepsakes that remind us of people and moments we hold dear. While it's important to honor memories, sometimes we hold on to too much. We keep things because we're afraid of losing the memory attached to them, or because we think that item defines who we are. But memories aren't stored in objects. They're stored in our hearts and minds. By letting go of excess sentimental items, we're not losing those memories. We're freeing ourselves from the weight of holding on to things that no longer serve us. Take a moment to reflect on the items that really mean something to you. Keep those that truly hold significant emotional value and let go of the rest. You'll find that this process can bring a sense of clarity and emotional freedom, allowing you to carry the memories that truly matter without being weighed down by physical clutter. Finally, let's talk about the kitchen. We all have items in the kitchen that we rarely use but still keep around. Old dishes, mismatched utensils, appliances you've used once and never again. We tend to hold on to kitchen items because they're useful or nice to have just in case. But in reality, they take up precious space. When you open your kitchen cabinets and drawers, do you see tools that help you prepare meals? Or do you see clutter that makes cooking a more stressful task than it needs to be? Decluttering your kitchen can have a profound impact on your daily life. It'll make meal prep easier, allow you to organize more efficiently, and even make your kitchen feel more inviting and less stressful. Don't keep items that don't serve you. Donate, recycle, or dispose of the things you haven't used in months, and make space for items that bring joy and function to your cooking routine. So there you have it, 7 household items you should consider decluttering before you turn 80. It's not just about tidying up your home, it's about creating a lifestyle that reflects who you are today and who you want to be tomorrow. Letting go of these things allows you to live more simply, more mindfully, and more happily. Remember, decluttering is a journey, not a one-time event, and every step you take towards a more organized home is a step towards a more fulfilled life. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who could use a little decluttering inspiration. Until next time, take care of yourself and happy decluttering.